The following singles contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Crimson Crown Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And in this match, there will be no disqualifications, no countouts, but falls must occur inside the ring. Your official for this contest, referee D.C. Brown. They love you here, bro. Introducing the participants. And introducing his opponent.
He's two-time Best of West Heavyweight Championship challenger. Tonight brings his Crimson Crown Championship to Best of the West and puts it on the line against a man who is almost his physical equal. He has fallen short twice against Mike Rayne, but that doesn't happen very often, and M4 is relishing the opportunity. But there's a reason the gambling odds have Big Dick Haas as the favorite.
I mean, I can count on as many fingers as I have on my hands the amount of times that I've ever seen Bosshawg lose in the over-decade career.
His crowd getting behind Bosshawg. I don't know if maybe they're a little angry at M4 or at Big Dick Haas for trying to beat up Mike Rayne, but I don't think he cares. He's never really given a damn what the crowd thinks. Bell is sounded and we are underway. Bosshawg versus the Grizzled Outlaw, M4 and Big Dick Haas.
Yeah, Bosshawg, you don't want to try and disrespect Big Dick Haas. He's the last person that you want to get on his bad side.
Bosshawg was talking to me backstage, and he's had that lariat scouted. Big Dick Haas trying to open with that stiff forearm, that stiff lariat, and he sends people in the shadow room that Bosshawg was waiting and ready.
Absolutely. That's a good close on top.
Oh, beautiful. Keep up the shot. And look at that. Let's see what that man that did the carpet. And a cannonball to improve Big Dick Haas in the ring. Big Dick is laying limp in the middle of the squared circle.
Am I tripping or did he do a cartwheel right
He
now?
landed a Bam Bam Bigelow-esque cartwheel right there, mid-ring. That's the athleticism of Bosshawg. And now, Big Dick House running for it.
Just go.
Grabbing a hold of his belt.
Grabbing his belt, getting out of here. It's very smart. He's in a city that's full of idiots. He doesn't need to defend his championship here.
I never thought I'd see the name of Big Dick was and the referee unable to see from his vantage point. I didn't have a clear shot either, but it looked like Big Dick Hoss slammed that belt right into his skull of M4.
Smart, boss. Good stuff. I got it. I'll watch it for you. I got it. You don't touch it.
Why would I want to touch it?
No, no, I won't.
He just looked and said, "Get out of here, champion." And now, he gets crossed up, and he bounces that chair off his skull of M4. That may have been one of the biggest rabbits I've ever seen Dick use. And now, moving on, again, sending that chair into the skull of M4. M4 got a little bit of, that was partially Big Dick Hoss. Set it up. Oh, come on. Dick just laying a pounding to M4. Coming out of the shadow realm, he did and we're facing M4. Quick refreshment. Now offered M4 a drink, but not in the kindest of ways. Big Dick Hoss gripping M4, and M4 firing back, and me and Cameraman Randy are about to get run over by these two bulls. Hoss invited to take a seat by Bosshawg. Oh no, I gotta get out of here, I'm getting run over. Here, take it from that. And now, my beverage has been used as a weapon. Big Dick Hoss, that's $3 at the bar. I'm gonna need another one of those. Anyway.
I mean, it's not every day you see Big Dick Hoss running away from this challenger, but here he is.
But that being said, do not think Big Dick Hoss has gone soft for any reason. Big Dick Hoss is out here throwing hard shots at M4 now. Somehow this made its way back to the ring.
Absolutely bringing his A game here, hitting that beautiful, almost rough rider.
What an outstanding rough rider. You don't see many 300-plus-pound men landing a perfect rough rider.
No, not at all. Bosshawg completely determined after his loss to Mike Rayne. He doesn't want to have another loss, another blemish on his record.
And now Big Dick Hoss grabbing hold of the kettlebells and sending it into the skull of M4. Couple one, two. M4 somehow had enough awareness to get his shoulder off the mat.
Bosshawg now getting upset. Bosshawg, you don't want a Bosshawg that has completely lost his temper.
Talking to the clothesline, having that very skill. covered by Bosshawg.
Yeah, absolutely. Big Dick Haas has been known all over as Haas Hog, now going against Bosshawg, the battle of the two Hogs, who was going to be the one standing.
And four, the pace is slow. These two big bulls have held a pace of much smaller men. And now you definitely see the fatigue. And the question is, who makes the first mistake? Who can dig just deep enough to pull out the win here? This is a battle of attrition. And four just beating, getting across the face with forearms.
Gigantic forearm back and forth by these two behemoths.
And now M4 seems to get the better of that strike exchange. Trying to send Haas out.
Able to shoot Big Dick Haas off the ropes.
And now landing some forearms trying to break the grip of Big Dick Haas. Clubbing blow after clubbing blow. Now who'll get him up?
Oh my God, go over a big suplex to see able to get him up.
That snap suplex wasn't there.
Larry.
And he dumps that Larry again. M4 is so well trained to not get hit with that big Larry. Cover! 1, 2.
Oh!
I thought the Crimson Crown Championship had a new home at that moment, Enoch.
Absolutely, M4 coming back with a vengeance, ready to bring home some gold. But I don't think it's his night. Haas Hog, Big Dick Haas is more determined than he's ever been.
Big Dick Haas out to prove here in Best of West that he is a champion, regardless if he couldn't take our title. He is still the Crimson Crown Heavyweight Champion, the reigning, defending, and undisputed Heavyweight Champion in Crimson Crown. And Forrest trying hard to wrestle in front of Bosshawg. Up on his feet, Haas Boss in the corner, and Forrest looks to be the first man. And he makes the shoulder first. Shoulder first into that post.
Oh, headbutt there by Big Dick Haas.
Big Dick Haas wrapping his head, head to head. Short of a lariat, cover. 1, 2, 3.
Here's your winner at 8 minutes, 56 seconds, and still the Crimson Crown Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Big Dick Haas.
And still, your Crimson Crown Heavyweight Champion, the Haas Boss, the grizzled outlaw, Big Dick Haas, standing tall, hard, and triumphant this evening.
I mean, could you imagine any other outcome? This man is completely dominant. The loss on his record is just a small blemish that has now been absolved.
More often than not, when somebody runs in to Big Dick Haas, they get beat down. And that did happen to Bosshawg M4 tonight. But that being said, this was wildly competitive. He took Austin away, and there's a show of respect by two men that love the competition more than anything.
One fall with a 20-minute time limit, and it is for the Best of the West Heavyweight Championship.
You know who it is. I ain't gonna say nothing.
You have to understand how things are.
Introducing first, the challenger from Fresno, California, weighing in at 300 pounds, Big and Nasty
wrestle for the Best of West Heavyweight Championship. I've watched him and Mike Rayne in Blackridge Pro Heavyweight competition, and he took Mike to the limit, and that was a year and a half ago. This kid is hungry, he has been working his craft, and tonight could very well be his night to become the Best of West Heavyweight Champion.
All right, guys, here I recognize Austin Westbrook, formerly much known as Big Nasty Nate, but has reinvented himself, gone back to his roots, spent some time in Texas with family, and has rechristened himself the Law.
And introducing his opponents.
One step forward, two steps back. Nothing good ever comes easy. I gave it all and got a knife in my back. Should've known the ones I trusted would leave me. They only see what they wanna see.
Defending undisputed Best of West Heavyweight Champion, the original Mike Rayne, already with 4 title defenses under his belt, 2 of them to Big Boss, M4, and he knows when to sit these ice. That means tonight, young hungry challenger, Big Nasty, Rayne Williams, come.
There's no doubt that Mike Rayne is the national of Best of the West wrestling. This will be a tremendous challenge for his young challenger, Lee Austin Westbrook.
Lee Austin Westbrook, looking just a shade nervous. This is the biggest opportunity of his young career. Mike Rayne, it's another Saturday in the books for him. Bell is sounding and we are underway. Now that being said, Commissioner, I'm not saying Mike Rayne is taking Big Nasty lightly. I'm saying this is what he does. He goes up and down California, taking on the best talent and vanquishing them one by one.
Well, on paper, this is a quite even matchup. Strength, size, maybe not quite conditioning, but the big X factor is, of course, experience. Mike Rayne, the most well-traveled veteran you will find in the state of California. Lee Austin Westbrook, I believe, just only a year or 2 in his career, if I'm not mistaken.
Almost 3 years into his career. That being said, from the moment this kid started wrestling on undercards, everybody that watched him said there's something special. This kid gets it. He's got the charisma, he's got the size, he's deceptively agile. That being said, there's a better move by Mike Rayne, utilizing that leg to push the knee out. And now with a hammerlock on Lee Austin Westbrook.
There's a feeling out process.
And look at that! Duck out into a hammerlock, but look at that immediately. Mike Rayne, duck out into a headlock, duck out into an arm wringer. Mike Rayne is always playing 4D chess. He is 2 moves ahead from where you're at currently. And now back into another hammerlock, into a side headlock.
Mike Rayne testing Lee Austin Westbrook on the fundamentals of wrestling. Can you out-wrestle me?
And no, Lee Austin Westbrook cannot out-wrestle Mike Rayne. But this, oddly enough, favors Big Nasty for him to get into a strength battle. If you just start slamming 2 rocks into each other, the older one may be a little more brittle, may have a crack from some previous stress. But that being said, there's that big ring experience. Mike Rayne, baiting Big Nasty, and then turning the tides by turning a stunner set into a strength.
And with that move,
I know.
perhaps underestimating the size of Mike Rayne, got collected and landed on his knee. And this is a shame. This is such a big opportunity for wrestling.
Landing awkwardly. This is a terrible way to lose the biggest challenge of your career. No, he's telling the referee that he can still go. Mike Rayne telling the referee, look, he's hurt. Go ahead and call the match. Like, Mike Rayne does not want to win dishonorably.
If the referee doesn't call it, says Westbrook can continue, then that's all there is to it. And Westbrook wants to fight, the referee's letting him, this match continues.
And that puts Mike Rayne into an uncomfortable position. He has been constantly
Uncomfortable. Just beat it, just crush it, destroy it. That's wrestling.
And now sneak attack, roll up 1, 2, small package by Big Nasty, Austin Westbrook. No, he's still hurt.
Westbrook, I thought it was a play by Westbrook, but no, Westbrook just trying to capitalize.
Austin Westbrook almost taking a story out of the UFC world where Carlos Over was able with a blown ACL to win the title over Yuri Prohaska. That being said,
I think this is smart strategy by Westbrook. Just now you have Mike Rayne down, just get all your weight on him. It's trying to win it, try to get through that condition.
it's the only strategy. He has to try and keep this grounded, utilize his in order to keep Mike Rayne on his feet because he can't explode. He can't, and that elbow didn't have the sting on it. It was just falling. Cover up with 1, 2, not barely a 2 count. And Lee Austin Westbrook is in panic mode now. He has to find a way to end this before Mike Rayne figures out a way to shake the cobwebs off, come back and lay waste to him with that compromised leg.
Well put. Rayne is on a clock. The moment Mike Rayne gets his way back, the moment he overcomes that surprise attack, then that's it. Lee Austin Westbrook will likely lose to Mike Rayne.
Lee Austin Westbrook on instinct, they're going for the fireman's carry, unable to hold him up, that knee buckle. Lariat, that's a lot kicked by Mike Rayne that has sent so many heads into the 5th
He
row.
got his heel up to the temple of Lee Austin Westbrook.
And there it is, arm wringer. Beautiful shoulder breaker, face breaker combination. And Mike Rayne now stalking his prey, not with the usual sense of urgency. He knows the injury of Big Nasty. He knows Lee Austin Westbrook is compromised.
You have to imagine it's just a matter of time at this point. Mike Rayne needs to put this away quickly. Wait, I thought you. But third Rayne on the chest.
This crowd almost turning on your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. Almost making you feel that him continuing to bludgeon Big Nasty Nate is the wrong thing to do. That being said, Commissioner, if he called the match himself, that's a forfeit.
Yes, he was very registration for that. That was disgusting.
At this point, Mike Rayne is trying to get Lee Austin Westbrook to quit. He's trying to get him to admit he's injured.
I think that's an unshareable rating. I think Mike Rayne is testing the metal of this Lee Austin Westbrook. Coming.
1, 2.
How badly do you want to be champion? Will you fight through the pain? Will you fight with everything you have, even though you're down the line? Where is your heart, kid?
That being said, Commissioner, the longevity of career that Mike Rayne has had is because he's short on those injuries. There it is. Nope. Mike Rayne going for that back here knocking. And now Big Nasty Nick.
Rattling the ring with that huge Bosshawg M4.
2. If he had more explosiveness in those legs, he could have used them to spring forward and finish the job. That being said, that was the high impact move he needed to slow down momentum, and now admonishing his own body, yelling at his own leg to get it together. He has a title to win. Now going for the spoon shot.
Big nasty lead, Austin Westbrook needing those ropes to get back to his feet, moving slowly, picks up Rayne.
Now delivers a hard Asiatic shot to the chin of Mike Rayne. Almost an uppercut. And now trying to shake that limb out. And if he were his usual speed, he would have landed that, but Mike Rayne scouted it through that underneath. Now a back elbow. Went to the well again, even after it didn't work.
And this crowd, this local crowd, and myself, and
Westbrook clearly has the fighting spirit and the toughness to compete with Mike Rayne. And right now, with a potentially blown ACL, is he about to wrest the title from your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler? No, Mike Rayne. And there he goes, targeting that leg. Smart, veteran move by Mike Rayne. Step up and Seguri.
Westbrook might be out nervous.
There it is. Back power. Spinebuster on the legs. 1, 2. Big Nasty able to get the shoulder up.
The heart of Westbrook. I think if Rayne was testing Westbrook, if he doesn't take the title, he still might be passing this test. What guts from Westbrook?
You cannot deny his heart, that's for certain. But how many people have been at this point in the match with Mike Rayne? And then they take one of those shots, that concussive blow to the spine.
Your return trip to Snuff City has been booked.
This is definitely the strongest right here. 3 stabs straight to the sternum.
This local crowd not appreciating the tactics of Rayne, but Mike Rayne wants to stay champion, people. You can't blame him.
And there it is, Armbringer. Going for that DDT, no! That being said, Big Nasty had it scouted. He clearly had a defensive maneuver for that, running Mike Rayne into the corner. And now, coming around, he seems to have Mike Rayne off guard.
And we're looking for a big move now. Oh my goodness.
That backhand slam. 1, 2, no! Big Nasty, even with an injured leg, has taken Mike Rayne to his absolute limit.
Lee Austin Westbrook was about 0.2 of a second away from being all best of the West heavyweight champion.
And Lompoc seemingly behind Lee Austin Westbrook at the moment.
The Fred Durst section in full effect here.
Well, we're holding Lee Austin Westbrook's doing enough for the title. They're doing enough for the rookie. And it's time.
He's gonna go for it again.
And now with that elevated look, that leg collapse. Not great. Now taking out the other knee. And here it is, looking. There it is, Armbringer. Hammer up. And that spells into in recent memory, I have only seen one man kick out of that DDT vault.
And now is a big bag of tricks though. That's one of his big hitters, but he's got more.
Mike Rayne stumble slips. Big Nasty taking advantage of it. And now with the press weapon, he's got Mike Rayne up. And now,
Powerslam,
1, 2, 3.
back and forth, these near falls.
Mike Rayne holding up his own fingers in the bucket, saying it was only a 2 count.
These two men have had so many near misses in this ring. Imagine the next big shot's the end. These men are damn near running on fumes at this point. Giving out on instinct from these big moves. Next big shot might just take
today